Hi folks, I think it was last week that I spoke about actually going out and trying to find places where you could actually be alone and operate some QRP. Well, today I've actually come out to like a woodland where, well, Mark actually said about it. This is apparently it's the last of the areas or the properties that the Plantagenets had, and apparently Henry VIII had the landlord or landlady executed, and just to make sure that there was no more left. I think that's a sort of the story behind it. I will look it up and maybe put a link in the description. But it's quite a weird place. It's very quiet here. There's no you can't hear very much in the way of like bird song or anything like that. It's almost like a dead wood. It's quite weird. Mark's actually gone off wandering, exploring, I think, and so I thought I'd take the opportunity just to show you what we've got here set up. Now, there I've actually got a laptop computer, which is a Microsoft Surface, and it's absolutely ideal for what we're doing. And obviously I've got the 705, and down there I've actually got an AH705 and a piece of wire. Now I have actually got leaning up against a tree there. That is actually an old chapstick antenna, which is now the super antenna. We did try it, and to be honest, didn't really work very well. So we've gone back to the wire, which is up in the tree just there. It's only about probably, I'd say, 3 meters or 4 meters off the ground, something like that. But it's really working well. We've had a couple of really good contacts into Germany. Mark did, G1DX, and he's just coming now. There he is there, over in the distance. He's got walking sticks, it's great. Anyway, so yeah, we've got a few things to try actually. We've got down here, he's brought this this G90 thing out, you can see that. G90 thing, and also he got an Yaesu 818, so we're going to try a few things. We'll give it a go anyway, and of course we've got the most important thing, coffee. But I've also got an AL705 here as well, which we will try on FT8 just to see how it works. This one came into work as a repair, and I repaired it yesterday, so this is kind of like a bit of a test run for it just to see how well it tunes. That's it for the minute. So I'll get this. Mark's just heading back now. We'll have a cup of coffee, and I'll get this set up and show you it working. Okay, well, Mark's back. He is sitting here. They're operating some FT8 here, and I don't know where we're going to check and see in a minute and see where we were actually heard. Not sure where. But we've tried all sorts of things. We're going to give the AL705 a go in a minute just to see how that sort of performs, and whether or not it actually interferes with the computer and starts kicking us all out and stuff. Who knows? It is getting colder, definitely. We've had a bit of, have we had snow?
No, not today.
Not today. All right, okay. But it's I did see one flake.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a snowflake.
Yeah.
I thought
It was, yeah, so we've had, it's definitely very cloudy, overcast, but it is a very peculiar wood. I was saying earlier on about your Plantagenet people.
the last, this wood was owned by the last of the Plantagenets, who was murdered or executed rather, by Henry VIII.
Right.
To ensure that there was no challenge to his throne, even though she was a very popular lady.
All right, okay. So there you go.
Baldwins Wood.
Baldwins Wood, that's where we are, Baldwins Wood.
In Buckinghamshire.
In Buckinghamshire. So, but it is really, really quiet. We've seen 2 people and 2 dogs.
Well, it's quiet in both ways, isn't it? It's quiet both acoustically and electrically, unbelievable.
Yeah. So yeah, this is something else that I was thinking about really. A lot of people, they call us at the store just sort of saying about, you know, the fact they've got a lot of noise at home, and you know, what's the solution? Well, actually, reality is, and though it pains probably to hear it, sometimes this is the only option, especially if you've got like things like power lines or whatever going over your train lines or whatever going past your house.
It's gobsmackingly different.
Yeah.
Absolutely different.
Yeah.
I mean, what we've got, nothing. S nothing noise floor.
Yeah, S nothing noise floor. So
Amazing.
well, you can
Amazing.
see this. I'll try and don't know what you can actually see that. It's a bit hard to see. But it is seriously quiet. Very impressed with that. And as I said earlier on, all we got up there is just a lump of wire. It really is very basic.
And Germany heard us on 5
Yeah.
watts.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Germany on 5 watts.
Oh, just amazing.
I'll get Mark to go back on SSB in a minute. We're still not getting any luck on FT8, and I'm so disappointed with that. I thought that would work a lot better.
It's radio telling you to get that microphone working.
Let's get the microphone. I don't do microphones. Anyway, so yeah, we'll have a little play with the 705 and see how that works, and see whether or not it makes any difference. Maybe Mark will go voice again. We'll try voice on the wire again, and then we'll try voice on the mag loop. See if that goes. So I'll be back in a minute with that.
Tuner is the whole thing's incredible. Actually.
Yeah, we were both remarking about the 705 tuner. It's the was it the
AH705.
yeah AH705. It's really good. Yeah, really good. Just a couple of simple bits of wire, and that thing's up and running, and it's working so well.
It's not even up high. It's crazy.
No.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, heck, to get through to Germany, I'd normally use at least 100 watts, and to do it on 5 watts. And how high is it? It was on 40 meters, so it's not even. It's maybe an eighth of a wavelength at the top off the deck.
Yeah.
That's it. It's amazing.
Oh, well.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we will try the mag loop. I don't hold much hope for that though.
No?
No, not really. I think it will receive all right, but I don't think it'll. We'll see.
Our loaded vertical, centre loaded vertical, surprisingly not as good.
No, although I've had some good results of that at home, so it's quite interesting. Mind you, it was a bit of a different setup as well. I did only just spike it. I didn't put out any counterpoises or anything. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I shouldn't do my own version of it.
Yeah.
And actually follow the instructions. Yeah. And then that is definitely rain, Mark. My rain alarm, my ball patch has just gone off. Yeah, so right, okay, so we're going to set up the mag loop before it starts pouring, and we'll see how it goes.
I must tell everyone how delighted you are that I brought you up here. How much you enjoyed the journey here.
I did not enjoy the journey. Down there, I know you can see, we came from down there and lugging tons and tons of stuff, like all this stuff here. And he said it was only just up there. He said it's just there like that. And of course, next thing you know. But the really, do you know what the funniest thing was? What? It was you that was crawling up the hill.
Oh, it was like it was hard work, lugging all this stuff up.
I'm the fat boy.
Wow.
Oh dear. Anyway.
Mag loop, and let's get on here. Let's do
we're going to do the mag loop now, so we'll give it a go. Oh no, the computer's gone off.
He's had enough.
No, it's not. It's locked. The computer's locked. So anyway, we're gonna go back to that and sort the mag loop out. So we're back in just 2 ticks. I think the Alex loop is a better loop. It's certainly better made.
Bigger.
And it's slightly bigger, we think. But it's also slightly more docile when it comes to sort of tuning it. Which maybe when Alex sends us over some more, I'll ask if I can borrow one of those and get it home, and maybe compare the two. As I say, I know this one's had a bit of a hard life. This one actually broke, and I've repaired it, so it may be that it's still not quite right. Who knows? But I'm not having much luck with the Icon one. Is it the AL? Is it the AL? Alex? Yeah, the AL 705.
Yes. Or AH.
Is it AH?
Or is that the tuner?
That's the tuner.
That's the tuner.
It's all very confusing.
Loop makes sense, AL.
So yeah, it's getting a little bit on the nippy side now. So I think we're going to pretty much stick a fork in it.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were going to go out on SSB.
All right, he's going to go out on SSB. We're going to go out on SSB, but I'm certainly going to wrap the video up.
It's lovely having all this hi-fi speaker and just
Yeah.
listening to FT8 whirring away in the
Yeah, well,
ears.
okay, look, we've got FT8 going in the background there. You don't have to do that. We were actually tuning the loop just a second ago, so that's what that was.
Unless we're tuning to the clangers. Might be the clangers.
The clangers.
Could be the clangers.
Showing his age now.
No, actually, it's been rerun, the clangers.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely.
I thought I'd come up here, right, for a little bit of, highbrow humour and stuff like that, and there we are talking about the clangers. Right, anyway, I'm certainly going to stick a fork in the video at this point, and I'll just say, thanks for watching what there was of it.
No,
And,
you're going to show how amazing it is to operate in the field, an SSB, which we're going to do some proper sort of,
Real radio.
Yeah,
Real manly radio.
manly radio with a wire out here on beautiful woods. Look, lovely. It's beautiful.
Right.
With the monk jacks barking away.
I know, they are pretty noisy, aren't they? I saw
Yeah.
one just ran around the corner, but
Yeah.
anyway, there you go. But honestly, I'm going to stick a fork in this one. It's a very, very quick one, and maybe once we've got this, it's a bit of a trial run, I think, really, just to sort of see what we really need to make it all work. And I think maybe...
Yeah, next time we'll climb higher.
Yeah, but we won't. Yeah,
we're
I really
fitting.
enjoyed that. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I think this has been a bit of a learning curve. I think for both of us, really. I think the most important thing is to be able to get a little bit more power. I think.
Yes.
So I think we'll do away with the super antenna and bring a battery
Yes.
next time.
Yes. That's right.
And certainly that wire, I think, has definitely proved itself.
Amazing.
Yeah, that is actually amazing. And I just noticed there's bluebells coming up out there now. So yeah, the loop I think is completely useless. Is that too harsh?
We could try it a little bit. The only no.
Right,
So
okay.
that, to be fair to the loop, what's happening at the moment is we're getting a really shocking SWR, and
Yeah.
I've just realised it's on a metal drum, which might not be doing it any favours.
No, it's all certainly not.
We might maybe we'll put it somewhere away from anything metallic.
Yeah,
So
but
it
then,
could be
then
the
you've got to
drum.
go and tune it. You see, this is another thing. I think it definitely these sort of loops
Yeah.
definitely need a remote
It's true.
tuning solution,
It's
because
true.
when you go over, you fiddle with it, you get in the way of it, and it annoys it, and then
It affects the tuning.
yeah, and then it's all a little bit Jack and Donny.
It is tricky to do, I must
Yeah.
admit. Yeah, it would be lovely to have it automatic,
Yeah.
but then you're talking bigger money, I'm sure.
Yeah, but anyway, but we're gonna carry on. I think for a little bit playing around. Certainly gonna have some more coffee though,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try and warm up my fingers, which are now nearly falling off. He said you'll need gloves, and I said no.
I've got some,
I know he's got gloves. Don't worry about them. I'm not wearing them.
and then we're going to maybe try a MCHF based SDR radio, and maybe an FT818. I'd be
Right.
stunned if we get out on the FT818 compared to the 705. And I think that's. But we do have a Sota Beams speech compressor with it, which might make a big difference, maybe.
All right.
But that SDR, I'm intrigued because that does have a speech processor. in it.
Right.
This thing's amazing though.
Yeah.
It's just amazing little radio.
Yeah, the 705, we've not actually done
Amazing.
anything other than the internal battery on it, and
It's-
I'm charging it up with the 5-volt power banks and just basically giving it like 10-15 minutes on, and then sort of 10 minutes of charge, and it seems to have been going all afternoon, so
Yep.
there's no real worries with that.
And first go, QRP. Someone in Germany heard us. Okay, they didn't hear us very well, but we
No.
haven't exactly optimised things.
Well,
And we didn't
interesting.
even we hadn't worked out how to use the
Yeah.
speech compressor properly.
No,
Amazing.
and that's something else actually I think I should say before I go, and that is that Mark actually upped the speech compressor quite a bit and turned
Full.
the mic gain up. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
compressor.
overdid the mic, but the compressor is fine
Yeah,
because it's quiet here.
yeah,
If you had a low noisy environment, you couldn't have the compressor up that high.
no,
But I mean, amazing little radio. I must say, I'm very, very impressed with it.
yeah, okay.
That's true. They're going to be hearing this
Yeah, I
thing
know.
whirring away.
Oh well, but anyway, that's what it's about. But anyway, we're going to give it another go for a little bit probably,
Yeah.
and have a bit more coffee, and we'll play with some other radios. But anyway, look, have fun, enjoy, get out and while we can. And now all the restrictions have been lifted as of tomorrow.
Not all. It's
Well,
been relaxed.
Yeah, they're being relaxed. There you go. So you can get out and play a little bit more radio, and have fun. So maybe we'll speak to you next week. Who knows?
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
do say hello.
Yeah, absolutely.
So see you later.